Take 8347. I hope you guys are having a great weekend. And before we get into this Q&A, I'd like to say a couple of things. The first thing, I'm sure you've already noticed by now, is the little difference in my quality. It's my weekend. This is a little more of a personal video, so I'm actually just relaxing out in the living room rather than in my makeshift studio, which you will get to see later on, and you'll understand why I don't want to be in there on my weekend. I'd like to give a big thank you to Cody for making my new banner for my channel. I really enjoy it, dude. It's really sick. I'd also like to give a big thank you to everyone sending in their submissions, as well as sending me their art. It's beautiful work, and I really appreciate it. It really keeps me motivated to keep on top of this. The last thing I'd like to say before we get into this is actually probably the most important. I've noticed YouTube hasn't been giving me all of my comments, so everyone's submitting in the comments. I'm receiving about half of them, maybe a little more, but it's still not fair to the other people that are taking the time to share it with me. So I'd like to take that off of one of the methods of submitting, and you can go ahead and submit it to my email at urmaker6260@gmail.com. I'll have a link in the description, or you can message me on here. Or you can go ahead and add me on Facebook and message me on there. I've noticed, I've been reading the comments, I noticed a lot of people don't like the really younger stories. So I'm going to try to put an age limit where I think the story 10 and older, that's a good age. It makes it a little more believable and helps me keep with my true factor. It's not to say you guys are lying, it's just to say that not everyone believes in it. Kind of the same reason I'm not doing paranormal on this channel and whatnot is, it's not saying it's not true, it's just saying that not everyone believes in it at that point in time. So, without any more babbling on, let's go ahead and get into these questions. I apologize in advance if I butcher any of your names. Some of the names are really unique and I wouldn't even begin to know how to pronounce them. Lord Biteman asks, where are you from? I am originally from Northern California, but now I reside in Arizona. What are your favorite horror movies? I'm a big fan of the Saw series, but I came across a movie on Netflix. The name is Vile, V-I-L-E, and that movie takes the cake. The end scene will have you thinking about it for days. I highly recommend you go check it out if you're into very gory stuff. What got you into making videos? Video gaming, actually. I played a lot of video games, and I had buddies that lived around the United States, so we'd share videos back and forth. Corbin Geis asks, what inspired you to start telling scary stories? I was at work and I got tired of listening to the same music over and over, so I ended up listening to scary stories and got tired of hearing repeats on stories and running out of content. So I kind of just had an aha moment where I should give it a try and go 5 days a week so that way I can make everyone up their game a little bit, you know. Miriam.we asks, what was your motivation to make such videos? I think we already covered that. Which channels do I watch, and with whom would I like to collaborate? I watch Mr. Nightmare, Creepypasta, Lazy Masquerade, Brimstone Below, Top 5 Video. I mean, I have pretty much every scary channel there is out there I'm subscribed to because I listen to it all at work. Collaboration-wise, I'm really looking forward to hopefully working with Mr. Nightmare eventually. I would get that flicker to work with me. But Creepypasta, Lazy Masquerade, I'm huge fans of all of them, so any of them I would be honored to work with. How do I manage to upload 5 videos per week? And how many hours do I invest into YouTube per day? And where do I get my photos for my videos? I don't know how I managed to get 5 videos a week. I don't sleep very much. I think last night I got 2 hours of sleep. I go to work full time and then I come home and I record for probably a couple hours depending on how much I have to edit the story for grammar and punctuation. And then I have to edit it on half of a laptop. And so in total I'd say 8 hours roughly, depending on if it's a 20-minute video, about 8 hours. Oh No You Didn't asks, what made you switch from gaming videos to horror story narrations? I wasn't getting much of a response on gaming videos, so I felt like I was talking to myself. And so I took a break from YouTube, got into the wacky worldwide news, tried that out a little bit, but kind of fell out of that, and then, like I said, had the aha moment for this. Mr. Spooky Spare asks, can you do more Battlefield Hardliners and Battlefield 4 gameplay? I assume you mean Battlefield Hardline. Yes, I will throw some in at the end of this video for you guys. I haven't had time to play since I've been doing all these videos, but I have some great clips that I haven't shown. They've been unlisted on my channel for a while, as well as some videos that I'll find the best parts. Do you like gaming? I love it. I have a blast with it. I'm getting a little tired with how they're just pumping games out, not ready to play, and you have to wait for updates. I kind of miss the old days, but I still love them. Tai Sukone asks, do you have any pets? Yes, I have 2 cats. One is about 30 pounds, the other is a normal sized cat, Tigger and Thumper. Brian Bell, the question a lot of people have been asking. Can you do a face reveal? Yes, I can. Here it is. Oh my god, what the fuck is that thing? Ah! Did I get anyone to jump? Stella Luna asks, how long have you been reading creepypastas? Well, I actually like to think these are true scary stories, but I have been doing it about a month now. And when I started, I had 118 subscribers. And it kind of just, the rest is history, I guess. Jack McNulty, do you plan on doing creepypasta readings? Yes, I do. Next month I plan on starting another channel, and that's going to be more for creepypastas, paranormal, aliens, pretty much stuff that I can't specifically qualify as true. Not saying that the other stories with the aliens and all that isn't true, but not everyone believes it. So I try to keep to the stories where those things happen every day. You kind of don't have a choice in disputing it. Ethan Sobel asks, will you do an hour-long video of these this year? Yes, I will. If I can make this full-time, I will throw an hour-long video out there as an appreciation. If you guys can get me full-time within a couple months, I'll do a 2-hour one. Wink, wink. You got gooched. Do you have curtain times when you post, or is it just random? Currently, it's kind of random because I work full-time, so I don't know exactly when I'm going to get home. And then it depends on how much time I actually have to record. So I get my stories the day I record them. As soon as I get home from work, I go straight to recording and editing, and you get them the second they are available. So that's why it kind of fluctuates. Once I get full-time, there will be a set schedule, so that way it adds more stability. Nicole Black, can you do stories about ghosts and demons and whatnot? Yes, ma'am, I can. On my other channel, I would be more than happy to. Mila Carlson, Wearied, Jalen Fuckin's Dungeon, and Sir Maldroit all ask what kind of music I like. I actually really enjoy strange music, more specifically Tech 9. I'm really into rap, but I also appreciate pretty much all genres. I was raised on country. I do enjoy classical. Yeah, pretty much everything. My favorite album and band, I really don't have a favorite band. Like I said, I'm more of a pretty much Tech 9 when I listen to music. It's all strange music. I don't know, there's just something, they're so unique in the way he can flow. I mean, he's truly a poet, and I actually had the privilege of meeting him. Here's a picture. As you can see, I'm totally hamming it up with Tech 9. Beautiful, isn't it? Nick Kelly asks, what is my favorite book? Stephen King's It is my favorite book. Oxun Gay. Do you like horror movies? If you do, what are your favorites? That was covered in another question, but I want to feature the doubles just because I consider this kind of like a friendly shout out as a little thank you to all you guys. So thank you for submitting. That's why I'm having doubles included, is a nice shout out to all of you. LPB King, Jared Marignan, I hope I said that right, Moosehead Media, and Nick Snow are all wondering how I sound so great, what equipment I use. Now is the perfect time to show you my childhood-like fort that I do my recording in, as well as my top-notch equipment that I am able to record with. Here are those pictures. That is my old cell phone that I actually use as a microphone to do all of my recording. The tablet is what I use to read the stories off of. And that laptop is what I attempt to edit the videos with, if it's not freezing every couple of minutes. And that is my state-of-the-art recording studio. It took me a few months to build, but I'm very happy with it. I take pride in that. If you would like to buy any, I will be selling them for about $10,000. Moosehead Media also asked if I have any fears or phobias. The only thing I really fear is something happening to my family members. Other than that, not really. I've already had some pretty messed up things happen, and life's going to throw them at you. You just got to learn from them and hopefully not die. If you do, you do. We're all going to die someday. Game Wolf Gamerbite, how do you have such an amazing voice? I practice really hard. I sit in front of a mirror every day and just say, you're going to have an amazing voice today. And it works. No, I don't know. Ever since I hit puberty, it just went real deep. And I've never really liked it, but I've always got compliments on it. Thank you. Max Araga asks, do you have any other hobbies other than scaring the shit out of your subscribers with these stories? Yes, I love sports with a passion. I've played them ever since I was young. I haven't had time to play them recently, which is really unfortunate. I love gaming as well. I love fishing, going out shooting, all the normal guy stuff. Mackenzie Raycraft and Elizabeth Ramirez both ask, what do you do for a living? I make teeth. So whenever someone loses a tooth and they need a replacement and the dentist happens to need a manufacturer, if they go through us, I make the teeth. Or I have a part in it. Slylan, oh snap, it's yo mom, King, asks, where did your name come from? It's actually my PlayStation gamer tag. So if any of you guys are on PlayStation 4, Urmaker69 was my gamer tag. I changed it to Urmaker to make it a little more family friendly because it is kind of a sexual reference, and I was pretty young at the time when I originally came up with that, and I just never changed it. Erica Gujosa asked, what made you decide to start making these kinds of scary stories? That was covered in another one, but I really appreciate you submitting the question. Red Hot Wings, what is your real name? My real name is Bobby. Pimp Squirtle, do you have a girlfriend or a boyfriend? And if so, what do they think about you doing YouTube? I am straight, and I am also married, and my wife does the female voices now when I can get her to do that. She doesn't want to do a face shot. I know someone had asked that, but she does do very great artwork. So I will put up a couple of her pieces now. This is actually a self-portrait that my wife did of herself when she was 16. This next one is actually a picture of Paul, the little alien dude that she drew. I think she killed it on that. What do you guys think? Mi Chan asks, do any of the stories ever creep you out? They get my adrenaline going, but I don't really get creeped out. No, I've never had any of the moments where I'm hearing sounds and then I flip out over it. I still walk outside and go see what it is. Stupid, but yeah, what it is, what it is. How old am I? I am 28. The Best Annex Gamer asks, were you ever scared by a story or an image you have in your videos? No. I get my adrenaline going, like I've said, but I don't find any of it disturbing. I honestly think it's all mild, but I know some people do get disturbed by it. My sister included. She won't even watch my videos anymore. Sorry, sis. Oh, and hi, Mom. I know you watch. Blue Dragon, have you had any true scary stories yourself? Yes, I have, as previous mentioned. Noobish. If nobody has asked you already, can you still sleep at night? When I have time, yes, I sleep like a baby. Are you into horror movies, and did something paranormal, weird, or creepy ever happen to me? Yes, and it will be covered in the story I will be writing on the 7th. It's kind of twisted into that. And love from Germany. Thank you. Love from America. Woo!
The Dark Lord Satan asks, did you ever have any crazy horror experience?
Yes, and I'm writing that down. Maggie Cars. What is your number one creepiest experiences? I will go for the alternative. Have you ever creeped someone out accidentally or otherwise? Yes, I do it to my wife on a daily basis, and I get joy out of it. Yes. Cat Swaggy27 asks, what is going to your worst paranormal experiences or just plain out creepy? Ghost Taco Pineapple Chihuahua. Simeon Gavordanak asks, or requests, please tell us one of your scary stories you have witnessed. I actually did do that in my very first episode, and it's at the end, it's the last story, and I actually included a picture of the actual church it occurred at. Cujo Game asks, do you have any personal horror tales? If so, share them please. I have that one in video 1, and then I also am writing another one that will be released on the anniversary of the worst day of my life. So keep an eye out October 7th for that. Evil Warrior Clash of Clans and More asks, choose a situation of any of the stories you told in your videos. How would you handle the situation? P.S. There can't be any cops involved. Well, since the authorities won't be involved, I would probably go back to the AIDS story, and if that chick was trying to give me AIDS, I would probably hurt her, or at least go talk to HR, and I kind of think he was an idiot for not doing it. Brandon Tan, what was your most unsettling story you have read? The kitten story, where the kittens were decapitated. Hands down. Spencer Dahmer asks, what is your favorite scary story you have ever told or been told? Well, actually, it was received as a viewer submission today, actually, and it will be in my next viewer submission. It actually has a news article to prove that it is valid, and it is pretty damn creepy. So keep an eye for that one. I really appreciate you guys sending in all these questions. I didn't expect the response to be like this. I wanted this to be a short video, but I also wanted to give people a shout out as a thank you for giving me your questions, making me part of your daily routine. I really do appreciate it. I also wanted to say that if you haven't added me on Facebook, go ahead and do that if you want to talk to me on a more personal level. I get on there whenever I have free time, and I try to have actual conversations. It is me, it's not automated, it's a personal account. I know a lot of people are asking why the pictures don't match the stories. As you can see from my equipment, it's either going to be a decision of I go back to where my 6-minute videos are and I can try to match them up a little more, or I can do 20-minute videos and just try to do what I can imaging wise. And it seemed like the majority wanted longer videos. That seemed like it was pretty strong because a lot of people can browse or do whatever and still listen. So that's why I made that decision. But once I get another computer, I'm hoping it'll give me the extra time saving editing minus the freezing that I have to deal with now. And then I can go ahead and match all those up for you again. Once again, I really want to thank you guys. We are over 15,000 subscribers now in a month. That is ridiculous. My original goal was 5 for the month, and then we changed it to 7, and then we changed it to 12, and now I have it set at 20, and I think we're on track to actually hit 20K this month, which is going to be mind-blowing. Okay guys, I'm really tired. I'm going to get out of here because I got to record tomorrow again for Monday's video in my little makeshift fort. And I wanted to show you guys the gameplay for all you gamers out there. So here's that. I hope you enjoy, if you are even watching this part of the video. And just remember, it's always scarier if it's true.
Be dead because of rain.
Boom! I just fucked your world up, Chopper! What the fuck you doing? I'm teabagging you. I hope you all are having a great weekend. It's about that time for our first Q&A, but before we start out, I had a couple things I wanted to say. First off, you're going to notice the quality is a little different. I didn't feel like getting in my little makeshift studio because it's kind of my weekend and I just wanted to make this as kind of a chill video, a little more personal. I really appreciate all these Facebook requests I've been getting. I've been having a blast chatting with you guys on there. I think I got 2 hours sleep last night because I've been trying to go through submissions as well as getting in conversations with y'all. It's amazing. Amazing. Fucking amazing.
Spotted an enemy chopper. Spotted an enemy vehicle west of your current position. Suspect taken out.